we all still wear through the storm, through the fight, searching for hope in the dead of night. No more hiding, no more shame. Face the fire, call the name. Lessons learned, stories told. Rise again from the ashes cold. Tuesday Talk, light in the dark, where the broken find their spark. Tales of pain, but we still stand, side by side, hand in hand. Tuesday Talk, light in the dark, where the broken find their spark. Tales of pain, but we still stand, side by side, hand in hand. Shadows whisper, demons call, but we refuse to lose it all. Every fall, every tear, built the strength that brought us here. We are warriors, we are fire, turn the hurt into desire. Not alone, never lost, one more chance no matter the cost. Tuesday Talk, light in the dark, where the broken find their spark. Tales of pain, but we still stand, side by side, hand in hand.
Oh, how was that? What'd you think about
Not
that, Al?
not bad. Not
Not bad,
bad.
huh? Not bad for a 50-year-old trying to figure out little techie stuff, right?
Right. I was gonna say, who helped you with that?
Nobody. I did it right here. It was pretty cool. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, 10 o'clock. It's time for Tuesday Talk. It is, I think, October 4th or October 8th. Actually, I don't remember. October 7th. Hey, there we go. October 7th. Albert's joining us. He's down in the Myrtle Beach area, joining us in between his VA appointments for the self care that we all talk about. So, thanks, Albert, for taking a few minutes today. You wanted to jump on this morning and have a few minutes. There you go. You've got your couple minutes. Here you go. Go for it.
Yeah, man, we just got a lot of things in motion for the end of this year, and 2026 is man, it's looking pretty good. There's some new relationships, some new partnerships, some new things coming around the corner. We just took two vets and a son to a Panthers game. Compliments Jess and Keefe. They're on Facebook. If you don't know who they are, go check them out. They're doing great things in the area down here locally. Um, and it's because of people like that that we get to do what we do, and that's pretty cool.
It is. Jess and Keith, thank you very much for that. It was a short notice, 1 week out. We got,
Yeah,
I think it was Matt and his son, correct?
yeah.
That
Matt Dotson, Burlwood Supply Company, does amazing woodworking things, and his son, who had some health issues, I won't get into it too much, but he's doing much better now, and it was nice to see them enjoy the day, man.
Yeah, and we're not just talking like general, excuse me, general admission tickets in the
No.
nosebleed seconds. We're talking platinum club level, VIP
Food,
type status, man.
food,
It was,
parking, all of it. I mean, it
yeah,
was it was an incredible day. We probably ruined his son because that was his first football game. So now the expectation is that.
well, from what I understand, I got to watch a couple of the highlights, man. Carolina came back at the end and
They
beat the
did.
Dolphins, right? So you
They
guys had
did.
the whole crowd and everything was into it.
Yep.
The ambiance, the entertainment,
Yep.
everything was there. You got all of it.
Yep. They jumped in, and when they jumped in, because of the seats, you really couldn't see up. But as they come over, it was just so cool. And I know I sent you one of the videos, man. They just come right over top of us. And I was like, whoa, where'd that guy come from? But
That's
it was
pretty.
just it was pretty cool to see that, and to watch his face. Matt's son, to watch his face was just all I needed, man. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So many people are like, this is just a mental health thing, right? This is only if you're struggling or suicidal, and that's just not the case, right? I think we need to highlight the fact that it's the area, right? It's the getting out of a shell that you've put yourself in, a box that you've put yourself in, and you and I have done this 1,000 times.
Right.
Um, your brain's going to lie to you, right? Your brain's going to lie to you about what's true, what's not true. And to get out of your shell, get out of your box, get out of your comfort zone, as we call it, and come to these events and be with another veteran. Maybe somebody you know, maybe somebody you don't, but to get out of your shell and come to those events, something that you swore you would never go do because there's too many people, it's too loud, it's too this, it's too much. I don't, whatever excuse you're using, I challenge you, man, come out. If you're going to come out, hang out with us. We'll be there, right? That's why we're meeting the veterans where they're at,
Yep.
right? These I don't know, what do you want to call it? The realization, the
I,
the light switch moment that kicks on that, hey man, you're really okay out
yeah,
here.
and the other part of that too is like these vets and these families have earned it, right? The I don't want to say guilt or shame, or I don't know the word I'm looking for,
That's
but
what
like the
that's what it is.
feeling of like the feeling of like they don't deserve it, right?
Right.
Somebody else deserves it. Somebody else is worse off.
Yeah.
You
You
know
and I have
what?
talked about that a lot.
Yeah, everybody's at a certain spot, and you're right. We
Mhm.
need to meet them where they're at, right? And today might be a good day for somebody, and guess what? Now it's an even better day,
Now it's an even better day.
right? To be able for Matt and his son to be able to, put it all away for a day, not have to worry about anything at all, because Jess and Keith took care of all of that.
All of
All
it.
they had to do,
All you had to do was show up. We
show
talked
up.
about this
That's it. All they did is showed up, and
endlessly.
they had
Show up.
a phenomenal day. So much so that as I was sitting by his son, and I said to him, I said, "What do you think, buddy?" He's like, this is probably the best experience of my life,
And he's what, 10 years old
ish. Yeah,
ish? Yeah.
yeah,
We talked about a lot, especially with the old Johnny Mo Media Straight Talk podcast, how I started that because I was one of those guys who felt I didn't deserve anything, right? Because I felt I didn't do anything.
right,
There were many others who had it worse off than me,
right,
and and I think Straight Talk started because the realization that there are guys out there who had 4 years of service, 6 years of service, one deployment, didn't get shot at, but still struggle. And what they're struggling with is it could be anything. You and I met that Submariner tender
right,
out
right.
in,
Yeah,
where were we at? Atlanta, I think it was.
Atlanta.
And the first thing that guy said to us, and he hadn't even met us, we hadn't even made our names yet, right? And the
Mm-mm.
first thing he said was, "I didn't do near what you guys did," um, and it kind of it pissed me off, to be honest, right? Because I was that guy. I
Mm-hmm.
was that guy right there who said, "I don't deserve this because I didn't do what they did." Well, you know what, dude? You're wrong, and here's why you're wrong.
Yep.
We had that conversation with him, and I don't want to say it broke him, but I think he came to the understanding that the guys, he had no idea what we did, and I don't
Mm-mm.
even think we even told him. I don't think we told him you
No,
got blown up. I don't think we told him you were a security guy.
no.
I don't think we told him
Mm-mm.
I flew. I don't think we told him any of that.
We didn't tell him any of the close calls. We didn't tell him any
Yeah,
nothing. We didn't even
just
tell
like,
him. Hey, we're Save 22, and that was he kind of shook his head and walked away.
yeah,
Honestly, and then he kept looking at us, and we were both like, "All right,
all right,
all
we got to
right,
get off.
we got to."
All right,
And
we
then
got
we
to
went over and had the conversation, and he did. He broke because I think he had the realization of he's not alone. He doesn't have
not
that doesn't have to have that train of thinking, right?
right.
Everybody's military experience was different. Everybody's military experience was just what it is, right?
It was your
And
experience. That's your
right,
lived
and I
experience. That's your
and I
story.
and I think I, always want to say, well, they did more, well, they deserve it, or, hell, they got, combat action, or hey, they got this, or they got a bronze star, or they got a valor pin, right? And 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 that everybody had a part in it, right? And I say this because I know, hopefully, there's somebody listening, specifically, that served, and he thinks that his service didn't matter because he wasn't deployed, right? He sat at a desk. Well, guess what? Those jobs are as equally important, because the people that are in the front lines out there doing this stuff can't get what they can't get if those people don't do their job,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So every job is critical. It's a team, right? And I think once you start having that mentality in whatever you do, that you're with a
Whatever it is.
team, right? And that applies in, you know every aspect of your life, right? It's a team. It's you and your wife, you and your partner, you and your buddies, you whoever that is, right? That's your group. And if one thing happens to the group, the whole group feels it. Same thing in the military. It
Mhm.
is. Something happens in your unit, the whole unit feels it. That you do, right? So I think we all need to get past that. Somebody else deserves it, somebody else deserves it. It's okay to put other people first, but sometimes you deserve
What
it.
about, yeah, what about you, man? What,
Right,
right? Like,
right,
how long are you going to struggle and suffer down here? How long are you going to beat yourself up over shit you didn't fucking do? Like,
right,
come on, man.
right,
And
right.
you and I can talk like this because we did it, right?
Yeah.
We beat ourselves up and we hid in that box and we lived a um, fast and loose, I guess would be the word, without regard for what happened to us.
Not regard for your own safety. How's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the only time you did it was when you were, with the you love Kitten or me, Trish, and it's just like that's okay. Now I'm in protect mode, but when I'm by myself, I don't care.
No, no.
And
My
that's
car my car speedometer says it'll do 140. You know what? Let's see, right?
let's see,
Yeah.
let's see. Hey, that
Splitting
motorcycle
lanes.
says 130 on there.
Yep.
116 is a little shaky. Yeah,
Yep. Splitting lanes at 100 mile an hour for what? For
yeah.
what?
Are you
To
living
feel
that life?
that rush. To feel
Yeah.
that rush,
I need
right?
that excitement. I need that push, that
Yep.
adrenaline, that
Yep.
whatever it was at the
Yep.
time. And man, you know what, dude? I'm 50 something years old now. I can't do that kind of stuff no more.
I got a grandson, man. I got to slow down, right? And I'm learning it's okay to slow down. It's okay to sit on
It
that
is.
porch. It's
It
okay
is.
to build Legos all day, right? It is. It's
It
okay.
is. It is
And it's
absolutely okay. We
and
talk
and
about it all the time, show up and be present. And you're
yep.
showing up for little G. And I don't think there's anything more special than that, because at the end of the
No.
day, when your number gets called, it's not going to be about, how many trophies did I hang on my wall, how many
No.
ribbons were on my chest. It's
No.
who's surrounding that bedside, right? And I want
Yep.
I want my grandkids and my kids to know, hey, I might not have been perfect, but
Yep.
I, blessed, man. I showed up and I tried and I told you when I was wrong. And man, like I just
Yep.
kept wanting to get better, get better, get better. And I think that's all we can keep doing. So
That's it,
um,
man. You just got to keep improving, right?
just keep improving.
And there's going to be setbacks. There's going to be bad days. Like we always say, have the bad day. Have 3 of
Have it.
them.
Have it.
Have them. Have them. Get it out of your system and move on. Don't
Move
live
on.
there. Don't stay there.
Nope.
Right? Find those diversion therapies. Find those things that give you that break. Right? Whether it's
Right.
golf, whether it's disc golf, whether it's walk on the beach, whether walk in the park, fishing, whatever it is, man. Mowing your yard with your headphones in. Right? Find it for the day. Give yourself that break just for a little bit. That's it. And that's what's unique about the things we do, man. It is. It's so cool.
Well, we're
When,
not
when
doing anything extra. We're not reinventing the wheel. I
no,
think people need to know this. We haven't invented anything. We
no,
are just we're just showing up, right? We're showing up
right,
to events. We're showing up at the VSCs. We're showing up at these, well, like the Maps Air Museum this weekend with
right,
Sand Center
right,
and Veterans Resource Fair. 88 vendors, I think it was, and We just showed up for the day. And
Yep.
when you show up, they ask, hey, we're doing a breakout session for caregivers and those with PTSD. John, can you lead this discussion? Sure, I'll lead that discussion. But see, nobody showed up. So that's okay. But I did, right?
Right.
I did, Amanda did, and the other two that came up. We were there if somebody had questions, right? And I
Right.
think that's all we can keep doing, right? It's not, I don't know if they're the right answers. I just know what worked for me, and maybe it'll help you out. Let's move on with that
Yep.
too, because Katie told me something really awesome on Saturday morning. Katie Sourdough, she stopped by after I made the comment last week that she better bring me some of them cookies, and boy, did she ever! She brought me the this coffee cake that she's added to her menu now, and that didn't make it. That didn't make it very long. And then the apple fritter focaccia, I think that's how you
Yeah.
say it. That was pretty good. Not my favorite because I'm not an apple fritter kind of guy. But then the pièce de résistance was the chocolate chip cookies. I have no idea what she does to those things, but they didn't make it 48 hours. Right? Trish got home on Monday. The cookies were delivered on Saturday. They were gone before Trisha got
Yep.
home. You just saw
Yep.
the empty cases in the.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
thank you to Katie. But Katie came by and she said it helped her understand Hutch a little bit more, just a little bit, right? Just being able to know that, and we've talked about this, our spouses, our partners don't have the same shared experience, right? They don't have the lived experience. They don't have the thought process. They don't have the same thinking that we do. So our frustration comes out a whole lot more because we're so used to the direct, this is an order, go get it done, do this, do this, do this. And when it doesn't happen and they throw a monkey wrench into it simply by not understanding, we tend to get angry, frustrated,
Yes.
and unable to communicate. We talked about the coffee pot last week. Seriously, why do
Yep.
you need a coffee pot over there? I like it right here. And it caused a whole big thing, right? And sent me down this rabbit hole, and not a good thing to do. Thinking that every decision is life and death or emergency or 911, and it's not the case. You texted last night at like 8:30 and said, hey, can we talk right now? And I'm like, my wife just got home.
Well,
I'm kind of
well, I
watching
actually,
you.
and I knew that, and I texted to be clear.
Right,
I texted, if we can't talk because it's Trish just got home, I understand.
right,
Right? And you said,
right.
how about tomorrow? And I gave you the thumbs up, and now I can't
Now you
remember.
have no idea. I hit you up first thing this morning, and I'm like, hey,
Yep.
what did you talk about? I got no idea.
I got no clue. Can't
Must not
remember.
have been that important, so it's all good.
It was probably something I saw or read and was like, man, I should tell him that, and I just
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
Yep.
That's all right. That's all right. But see, that's the thing. You and I have had to set our own boundaries, right? Because Save 22 is so personal to us and what it's done for us that we have both dove in all in and forgot the separation of family and Save 22.
Right.
We've let this thing, right? We get on immediately as soon as it goes off. We've had to, remind ourselves that hey, there's no phones on the back porch,
Yep.
right? There's
Yep.
no phones during
It's
conversation.
9 o'clock is it. That's
Phone
that's
goes
my
off,
time. That's
right?
my
We're
time.
having
Yep.
That's my time. That's my time. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you're doing. I'm not going to answer you right now, right?
Yep.
And that's our boundary, and those are okay,
Yep.
right? We don't have to be a people pleaser anymore. That's the biggest one that I've seen. So,
Right. Right.
um, wow, we
And
just jumped up to like 8 on the YouTube. That's pretty
oh,
cool.
yeah. I you know, the shots have helped too. I know you've mentioned them.
The SGB,
SGB, yeah, Stella Ganglion Block have helped
yep.
tremendously. They
Yeah,
really have.
that's it's you described it as a reset on
Yep.
the brain, and they take a shot on this side and a shot on this side, 2 different days. You said it felt like I'm stationary, but I'm falling, kind of
Y-
rushy
y-
feeling.
Yeah, I actually started hyperventilating because I got because it just felt so weird. Like I didn't know what was going on. It was a feeling I haven't had, right? And I'm thinking, oh, what's going on? What's going on? How come I can't, you know, find my spot, right? Whether
Right,
it's
right.
good or bad, find that spot that you can relax in and you're comfortable with it, right? And what it was doing is it was resetting the way your brain communicates to your body and your body communicates to your brain. And it all goes through this parasympathetic side of your head. I don't understand how it works. I told Doc Mulvaney, he's a Navy SEAL doc. I said, Doc, you got to talk to me like I'm two.
Yeah, dumb it down, bro.
Please
Burn
talk to me
style.
like I'm two, right? And then he explained it, right? And everything he's doing, he said, hey, I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder. Hey, I'm going to get close. Hey, I'm going to do this. We're putting the note, the numbing gel. And honestly, you don't feel it. The biggest thing for me was the nerve burn, right? That burning you get from your nerves and the neck and shoulders, hands, elbows. There's days I wake up, my hands are just
Yeah,
because the nerve pain. Since I've had that shot,
check
nothing.
that out. Check
No
that.
burn, no burn. Pain, yes. Burn, no. Right? So it's not a cure all, but your pain level goes down because you don't have the burning, right? You don't, and your
It's another
brain is
tool.
now finding that spot where your brain and your body can communicate and it resets it to that spot, which is really weird. And that was that feeling of it's trying to find a spot where they can communicate.
Yeah,
And Doc stayed with me and he's like, look, you're good. Give it 30 seconds. You're good. It's coming. You're good. Relax. Breathe. You're good. Right? And I'll be I'll be darned, man. It kicked in like that and I was like, took a deep breath and it was like, ooh, right? And then the smile. Then the smile right away. And I started crying and he goes, you all right? And I'm like, Doc, you don't understand. When I tell you there's no burn, like zero, non-existent, not happening. And I haven't had that in decades, not years, decades,
right.
right?
What's the any side effects that you notice, right?
None,
No
none.
negative
It's
side effects.
mm-mm. And actually, my sleep has improved tremendously,
That's all.
tremendously. Taking an hour or better to even think about falling asleep, and every time you move, waking up again because you're waking up,
It's
or,
pain.
or the dreams, or, just certain things, your head not shutting off at night. John, I'm legit falling asleep within a half hour.
That's awesome.
And
That's
and by
awesome.
and by 10:30, like I'm looking to go to bed. So much so that Love Kitten's like, you just need to sit there. We're not done on the porch yet. I'm like, no, no, I'm done on
I'm
the
done.
porch.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm done on the
I need
court.
to go lay down. But that's one of those things too where it's just become so accustomed that she's so used to me just staying up, right? and,
Yeah,
and now it's when it's I'm
things are
getting tired.
changing.
I'm getting tired. It's time to go rest.
Things are changing. Hey,
Yep.
before we have to let you go because you said you got about a half an hour, I want to talk
Yep.
about our final IHRA event at Dunn,
Yep.
North
Done,
Carolina,
North Carolina. Yep.
right? Dorana Dragway Galat.
Galat.
Um, we got
Gallat.
contacted yes,
Gallat.
Galat,
Galat.
Galat.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're in the South,
Um,
man. Everything's pronounced different.
everything's different. Depends on what street corner you're living on, right?
Right.
Right? Which county you're from.
Right.
I do believe Lex June announced he's going to make it down there. So, kudos to Lex and all the people that helped him get that together. And man, it just goes to show you good people get good things and good
Yeah.
things will happen. The
Yeah.
IHRA reached out to you and I yesterday with a connection from Bragg.
Special Force. Yeah. Fort Bragg's SF guys.
Yeah. Did you contact back or
I
I don't
I sure
remember.
did. I
Awesome.
sure
Great.
did.
So we're hoping to have some special forces guys show up on Saturday for
Yep.
another veterans appreciation down there at Dorana Dragway in Galat or Dunn,
Yep.
North Carolina. I'm going to have to ask
Yep.
Tyler and Daryl how they want me
I
to
think
say it.
it's Gallat, but I don't know.
Gallet, Gallet.
Maybe my southern drawl is not enough, and it should be Galat.
Well,
I don't
you're
know.
you're an Ohio boy, so stop that. You ain't
I
been down
know.
there enough yet.
I know. I know. But yeah, man. Back to Lex and everything he's done. You know, he has carried us on the car from
Oh
day
yeah.
one. From day one, and we're talking not just this year. We're talking 8, 9 years he's had us on his car,
Seven,
right?
seven.
7. Yeah,
I
it's
think
been a
so.
minute. It's been a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
But and he's doing it because he cares. He's doing it because he believes in it. He's
Hmm.
doing it because he's appreciative of the military. He's appreciative of what America's giving him, right? He's, they came here to chase the American dream, and they've done it.
Hmm.
They
They're
won.
still doing it. They're still
They
doing it.
won,
Do
and
you
they're
know he's
still
the
doing it.
only top fueler to qualify for every outlaw event this year in the IHRA?
Yes,
He's the
yes, I
only
do.
one.
Yes, yep,
That what's that tell you about this guy? Him and Gerda just they won't quit. And he and I have had the conversations. I got to spend probably 40 minutes alone with him in a car ride in the truck a couple weeks ago. And he just it's not about the racing part anymore. It's about I can't quit, because if I quit, I let you down. And then I look at him and I go, well, if I quit, I let you down.
right,
What we can't quit. And the platform that he's given us to meet the veterans where they're at, I think that is what is key, right? We're already there. We're showcasing the struggling. Let's talk. The Save 22 gets talked about. And I want to be clear too. You and I have said this 1,000 times. It is not about whose name is on the t-shirt.
mm-mm,
It is not about whose name is on the back of the t-shirt.
mm-mm.
We want you to know that we are here to help you. That's it. It doesn't matter what we provide or what somebody else provides. We're here to help you. If we can't do it, we'll tell you we can't do it.
Right,
We're probably going to have an answer for you within 24 to 48 hours.
yep,
We can help you out that quickly. It might not be the answer you want. It might not be the answer, but it could be the answer that you need.
right,
Right.
right,
So meeting them there and the impactful conversations, like I said, I told you, I can share it with everybody. One individual came over, and as soon as we shook hands, he's like, man, my 81-year-old World War II veteran father took his own life 23 years ago, and I've never been able to say anything about it. And the next thing you know, we've been there for 30 minutes. He's got a whole new outlook on it. And, he got to share that for 30 minutes and get something off his chest he hadn't talked about for 23 years. Another guy comes by from the pits in this big old jacked up truck and like slams on the brake. You hear the old style throwing up into the gears, right? Throwing up into park. And he's this big dude and he's tatted up and he's got his beard, and he gets out and he just says, I had to come see you guys. I heard about you and I want to tell you thank you for being here. Thanks for being here. And then he starts crying. And it's like, those are the impacts, right? Those are the reasons that we're out there, because some of these guys might not have ever known that anybody cared, right? There's nobody out here who cares. I can't go talk to the doc. I can't go talk to this therapist. I don't want to talk to this guy. Guess what, bro? I'm right here. You can come talk to me, right? We'll get it out. Get it out in the open.
right,
I'm not going to charge you for it. Just come have a sit down, that back porch conversation, right? Be available, be vulnerable, let your feelings go for a minute in
right,
front of somebody who's not going to judge you for it, because we've done it ourselves.
right, right,
We've done it ourselves. We know. So that's
yep,
what Save 22 brings to the table, right? That's
right,
what you and I
right,
found when we started with Save 22, that's what it does for us, right? It's our therapy too. Just like an AA meeting was therapy for me
yep,
for all them years. It's
yep,
a therapy process for me. It's a healing journey. It's what I'm meant to do at this moment. So I'm going to keep doing it as best that I can, and be
right,
there and
right,
be available.
yep.
Uh,
And again, it's not just Lex, right? We got to be
no, it's
clear.
not.
Lex has put us in a spot, and he has. It's him. He has put us in a spot with IHRA, and IHRA has bought into what we are doing,
Yeah.
and I couldn't be happier about
I,
where we're at.
yeah, I don't
It's
know how to say more than thank you to these guys. Like, what more
yeah,
can we do? The platform, the people, the announcers, the crew member. I mean, everybody within the IHRA is just like, yes, what?
being able to give mass amounts of veterans and their families these opportunities, right?
Right.
Um, specifically IHRA. Like what they're doing is unheard of, right? How many tickets you need? Okay, you need more? Well, yeah, okay. How many
All right,
more? Well, I don't know. Here you go. Here's more,
here,
right?
bring them in. Bring them in.
Right. Right. That's just unheard of. Like organizations at that level don't do that stuff, right? And I'm glad that they're doing what they're doing because everybody is benefiting. We are. The whole
We
community
are.
is
I
benefiting.
I I would agree.
Yep.
We picked up a couple extra. We picked up a couple new advocates this past weekend with Joe and Ashley.
Yep.
They're going to be taking the Safe 22 mission to their Jeep club.
Right.
I can't think of a better opportunity, right? They don't have to do anything extra. They're already going to these events.
Right.
Let's make them the advocates. You need to get moving, don't you?
No, no, no. I'm just somebody said hi to me, recognized me, that's all. So, and they're doing touch and go, so it's getting a little loud here and there. But one last thing I just wanted to throw out there, you know, there are multiple in the motorsport side of it. There are multiple individuals helping. You know,
Teams,
Mike
partners,
Harmon, Ryan Roulette, um, Cole Custer. Cole Caleb. I can't remember the truck guy name from Mike. That's running for Mike
talent.
Harmon. Yes, he's running for Mike. You know, Carson Brown and the stuff that's coming with him, which y'all want to keep an eye on this kid. I'm telling you.
Watch.
All the kid just keeps winning. That's all he does. He just keeps winning.
He reminds
Um,
me of a young Kyle Larson, Jeff Gordon type kid that can just hop into something, give it a few laps, and the next thing you know, he's running at the front.
right, right. Yep,
You know?
yep. He's always up towards the front, and you know he's such a young kid, and to buy into what we're doing, and the family has bought into what we're doing, which is important, right? And now he's getting ready to make a move, and now his where he's going, they're buying into it. It's just it's a good feeling, man, knowing that all the work that everybody's put in for 10 years, is finally starting to pay off. Not that it wasn't paying off, but we're getting out there, and the opportunities that were being presented is amazing. I can't
Yeah.
thank these people enough.
I
I
don't
can't.
know that. I don't know. Well, you were there. You had that original back porch story. You were there, right, at the start of this, and
Hmm.
we've talked about it before. It was really just three guys wanting to take a walk. Hey, let's take a walk. Let's do it around town, and let's see who we can impact. And we had probably, I think it was 1,100 at that first one. The interest.
It was pretty big. I can't remember the exact number, but it was
Yeah, it was
11,
it was
1,200.
big,
Yeah.
and I don't know that anybody saw this coming.
No.
Um, to be around this long, we're going to start our 11th year in 2026. Uh, I've been around about 10 of that, I think.
Hmm.
2015, September of 15, no, September of 16 is
Yep.
when they came around.
Yep.
So after the first hike, right, about 6 months later. So I've been around um, quite a bit. I've seen a lot. There've been a lot of people from, oh my gosh, how do we do Tom, Jason, Riley, JR,
Abby,
Abby,
Mark Grimm,
Mark Grimm,
Matt Bertram,
Matt Bertram,
Nick Trussell, Marcia,
boy,
Dave Miller, Lingo.
Dave
I mean,
Miller. Yeah, rest in peace, Dave. What a fantastic
yep,
guy he was, man. We
yep,
absolutely miss him, no doubt.
yep,
And then the people, behind the scenes who just pick up the phone and call us and go, "Hey, man, I got this guy. Can I bring him over to this? Can we talk about this? Can you help me with
yep.
this?" Those types of things, man. And it's just a matter of, hey, Whiskey Pete says hello. So,
Hey.
hey, T-Bone's up too. I knew T-Bone would be on. So,
Yep, yeah, yep, yep,
that's just it. I think it's the positivity, it's the changing of the attitude, it's the changing your perspective, and just doing what we've always done, which is show up at things that we like doing, right? At some point, you forget that you liked doing things. I had a conversation with a vet this weekend who, for some reason, had gotten away from what he did in the past and now is on meds and has gained weight and has no desire to leave the house. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, keep talking. Keep
yeah,
talking. Right. So we start,
yep,
and I'm not making fun of him. I'm
right,
just remembering These are all the things that I said too. These are all the things that I went through. Albert too, right? Hey, but you just got done telling me how you had such a phenomenal time with your buddy when he handed you a stack of phone numbers and said, call these vets and check on them. You just got done telling me how you loved being around horses in the horse stalls when you used to do it over here. Well, hey, where do you live? And he tells me, and I'm like, there's a horse farm right around the corner that
Literally
equine therapy and would love to have you volunteer some of your time
darn
to
near
come
backyard.
right in your backyard, literally your backyard. Nuh-uh, is it? Yeah, dude, there is. And then, did you know about this? Well, no. See, that's all that happens. You get stuck in that something didn't work right, so I don't want to go do it again, and you don't go look for the other one. We're not the
Right.
only ones doing this. Save 22 is not the only ones doing what we're doing.
Right.
What we are doing that may be a little bit different is that personal connection, that showing up at these events with nothing to sell. Nothing to sell. We have a
Right.
table and a sign. And they come over and they start talking. What's this all about? I'll tell you what this is about. How'd you get involved? I'll tell you how I got involved. Right? Well, what do you do now? Well, here's where I'm going next. Right? That's how these things happen. And it's not a quick process. Right? I've been sober 17, I don't know, over 17 years. I went to meetings for 8 years. Just in the last year or so, this attitude has come out. Right? I mean, you remember me way back when. Not this kind of guy.
Oh boy.
Not this kind of guy. I'm ready to fight the world. I will take on everyone. Now it's more of a, I don't want to say an I don't give a F attitude, but it's more of a, you're either with me and we're going to make this happen and you can listen and be empathetic to what I'm saying, or I'm going to turn you off and we're going to go another direction. But I'm going to keep, this is my vision for what I want to do with Save 22. How does it fit in with what Save 22 is doing?
Right.
And we've all talked about it and we've moved on and we're making those kind of things happen. We have so many things happening. There's a initiative that's going to be out hopefully in the next 2 weeks. We have multiple things to talk about. Hopefully.
That one initiative won't kick off till December.
Oh, it's December?
I know that one. I know the one that we were talking about earlier this morning.
Right.
Yeah, that's December.
Okay, December. The other one, we need to have that ready to go out here pretty soon because that one is going to be huge. I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks, we can get the two organizations together to have the legalities of everything.
I'm hoping by Friday.
Oh, we're hoping by Friday? Good.
I would like to see us at least have the same vision by Friday. And I would like to kick that one off November 11th for a specific reason we can talk later.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, because our chairs that we're auctioning off or raffling off, those will end November 11th. So let's give that a day.
Okay.
Then we'll release that because that still gives us plenty of time to do what we need to do.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget to go check out the Save 22 pages and get involved in that raffle. It is a raffle, right?
It is a raffle. It's $5 or $1 per ticket, $5, for whatever. And then you'll get an email. And then when it gets closer to November 11th, everybody will be signed a number. We'll do an auto run, random generator type deal, and just let it roll off. And whatever it shows us, it shows us.
Fantastic. Sounds good, man. I like it. Those are really cool chairs. You and I were together when they first came out, and we finally got it working a couple months later. Really cool chairs. Great back porch setting.
Coastal Outdoor Living in Myrtle Beach. Again, Coastal Outdoor Living in Myrtle Beach. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. And these aren't just poly resin chairs. These are marine grade stuff because they're made to be down here close to the coast. So they're high quality. I mean, they're very, very, very comfortable. I've sat in them multiple times at events, having conversations in those very chairs.
Yep, absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see what else we got. We talked about the Carolina Panthers game, Dirt Chicks Corn Maze. We were out there all day. We had at least one save I know of. What a great event that was for us, not on the merchandise side, but the awareness and those things was was phenomenal. That's where we picked up Joe and Ashley. Joe and Ashley are going to continue the Save 22 mission in 2026 with their Jeep Club. Welcome to Joe and Ashley. And then I'm going to give a special shout out to a buddy, Mud. You know who you are. If you're listening today, my friend, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
We'll get through it together, my friend. We really will.
Yep.
A couple more initiatives kicking off down there in the Carolinas area. Chuck is doing the breakfast at the Veterans Welcome Home Resource Center, correct?
Yep.
No, not the Veterans Welcome Home
It's the
Resource.
old Vets Cafe. Everybody's going to know it down this way is the Vets Cafe. It's so the Veteran Home Welcome Resource Center took it over, and they're using it as employment opportunities for the homeless vets that they put in the tiny homes and then transition them on their way. And this is one of the steps in that is they have employment opportunity
Right.
now. So they actually have a job. They go work. You know, they get their monies built up. They get their VA built up. He gives them a little time, and then they move on to the next phase, which is Scott and Amber are doing amazing work. They really are. He's been a very staunch advocate and supporter, as we has done with him. We are doing our golf outing down here December 13th. That's up on the website as well, or on our socials somewhere. I'm sure of it. Riley does a good job of that. You know, we got some car club events coming up here in the next couple months. The Mopar Fever is this month. That's the Mopar guys and gals. They do a big event called Mopar Fever. It's kind of like Mustang Week, but for Mopars.
Yeah.
That's October 25th in Conway. We got an event at Berkey's Hot Dog and Grill Place down here that 2 car clubs are putting together. Only Ford and Carolina Mustangs, I believe, are doing something. And there's so many other car clubs down here too. And Dale Long and his crew, what they do, I could go on 843 Misfits. I could just on and on and on. And everybody's embraced us just, because we show up, we have conversations, we're active, we get out, we talk to people, right? Our community involvement is where we're starting to really gain a lot of traction as well.
Yeah. I excuse me. I would agree. What was the, there's that vapor lock again, Al. I had it. It was coming out and vapor lock. We're done.
Yep.
We've been on about 45 minutes. We got the golf outing out there. We talked about Gallat, the final episode there. I think we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the Crush 250. What a phenomenal opportunity this is with Save 22 and the Ward Burton Wildlife Foundation to partner up and nudge, nudge. Ward Burton, stay tuned, guys. There's more happening. Having the conversations with the Ward Burton Foundation and Jeb and what they want to do and how they want to do things, how we can help each other. It was an amazing conversation yesterday. I can't wait to come out.
Yeah. I believe you're going to be doing that in South Boston, Virginia, and I'll be over with Lex same day.
Same day. So November 7, 6, 7, and 8. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You'll be down in Dunn, North Carolina with Lex and the IHRA. It's going to be a huge event down there with the Veterans Appreciation Day and the Special Forces Instructor School coming. Hopefully coming.
79 individuals.
79 individuals there. That's amazing. We're going to have about 30 as guests of Save 22 at South Boston, Virginia, at the famous, infamous, wonderful South Boston, Virginia track. I can't wait to go there. That has been that's been a bucket list of mine, right? To go watch a late model race at South Boston, Virginia, and the celebrity draw. Is that what you call it? Right. The big wig draw.
The All-Stars.
All-Stars. All the cars, the people. It's a 1-day race, right? But it's a setup on Friday. I wish I knew how many cars were coming. I want to say it's over 25. I think it's more than that, right? It's a 3/8 mile track, historical track. Ward Burton, a Daytona 500 champion, will be there. Jeb will be there. There's rumors of Dale Jr. coming. it could be a really fun time.
Yep.
We're going to be taking 25 veterans into general admission. Nick's going to be there with a couple of his buddies to run our merch and back porch setting. I'm going to be down there as the mouthpiece, I guess you'd say, for Save 22, right? We're going to be there. We'll have the back porch set up. We're going to stay on site, I do believe. Primitive camping available for us. Thank you to Ward Burton and the foundation and Jeb and everybody for allowing us to do that, to stay right there on site with everything. So really cool event. I think
Yep.
it's going to be. And,
Yep.
that weekend is going to be 100+ veterans directly affected by the Save 22 Motorsports Outreach Program, not to mention the families and the domino effect that happens, and the excitement that maintains for a couple days. And man, just really excited to be doing all these things. And
Yep.
we got one more thing to announce too. It came out last night on the Facebook page.
I must have missed it.
Subscriptions. You're the one that put it out.
Oh, no. To be clear, I didn't put it out. That's right.
Oh, did Riley do that?
Yeah. So we have a new subscription side of Save 22. I believe it's like 90 cents a month.
99 cents a month.
A buck a month, and it's exclusive content. There's going to be some things happening on that side that you're going to want to check out. We're going to have some merch discounts, some merch flash sales, things like that. Possibly some interviews with some of our partners that you won't see on the other side of it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's kind of what we're trying to do, just to, because sadly, it is income based. I mean, we have to have the money to be able to do these things, right? Even though our
Right.
partners are taking these huge hits, and they are spots on Lex's car, on Mike's car, on the truck, Carson Brown, like these are marquee spots that we're getting that
Yes.
cost tens of thousands of dollars,
For a
right?
weekend.
For
one
one
weekend.
race.
For
One
one
race.
race.
Right.
And our partners, I want to be clear about this. I'm going to piggyback on what you just said. Mike Harmon, Carson Brown, Lex June, Ryan Roulette, and all of our other partners inside of motorsports have afforded us this opportunity at a ridiculously discounted rate.
Yes.
Ridiculously discounted rate.
Yes.
We still need support, right? We still need the funds to be able to do things. Travel, lunches, lodging. If anybody can pony up what their budget affords them, hey, I can give you a hotel room these nights, or I can give you $250 for meals for the weekend.
Right.
Those are perfect. Those are great. Don't think that we need tens of thousands of dollars from every donor.
No.
We just did one, what was it, 2 weeks ago when I went to the drag race, and your Parkway Auto Group said, here, I'll buy your food for the weekend. Here's X amount of dollars. Put my banner up. Done. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for feeding the crew this weekend.
Yep.
Right? Thank you for letting this be possible, right? It's one less thing we had to think about. So thank you for that. Those types of things are really what we're looking for. So if you're interested in those kinds of things, let's put our captions down here at the bottom real quick. And there's our Save 22 stuff right there.
Yep.
And there's our Tuesday Talk right there. So go to the website, check it out, click get involved. If you just want to email the show, TuesdayTalk at save22.vet right there. Get a hold of us. Let us know what you got. Follow our partners on socials, right? Lex June, Carson
That's
Brown.
important.
That's very important. Mike Harmon. In fact, I think Michael Walter Brewing has even been one of our followers and supporters. They're doing a whole lot with us inside of the motorsports deal. Follow those partners. Ryan Roulette. I think we would also be remiss if we didn't announce.
I was hoping you were going to do it.
Save 22 is on 2 cars inside the NASCAR 25 game for 2025 for NASCAR. EA Sports, right?
EA Sports. We're in the game.
We're in the game. We are in the game. We are on the 67 car in the ARCA series with Ryan Roulette and the VFW. Huge. I mean, just wow. Cannot believe we're in this game. And then Mike Harmon in the 74 car. And I think it was Dawson Cram who they have as the driver for that one. Again, both vehicles, ARCA and Xfinity series, lower quarter panel. Wow. Wow. We're there. And 2026 is going to be something. It really is. And I hope y'all stick around, keep following us, keep checking out. We are coming out with the newsletter. The newsletter's coming. Bella's working on that for us. You and her are putting
Yep.
that together.
Yep.
That'll be part of the subscription as well. We're going to keep Tuesday Talk free. We're going to keep Tuesday Talk right here on YouTube and some other channels. I'm looking into some other
Yep.
platforms to kind of put it out there, right? And
You may see some bloopers or something, make it over that way. It's
yeah,
possible. You never
yeah,
know.
we might see some stuff. We might see some stuff.
You never know what'll
We'll
pop
get.
up over there.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to be no Sean Ryan or Joe Rogan, but hey, we'll figure some stuff out, right? We'll get
Yeah.
some good guys on
Yep.
here, share their
Yep.
stories and experiences and all that good stuff. So
And one last event that we do have that'll end up our season for NASCAR. We will be in Martinsville with Mike
oh yeah,
Harmon, and we'll be there for the truck and Xfinity race for that.
right.
I believe Nick is going to go up there, as well as myself. Um, and we'll have a couple other vets with us. I believe they're getting us 5 passes for that, so
That's
we'll be able
awesome.
to take 3 with us, which is where we need to be.
Yeah,
Easy to manage. So that'll be our last. Dunn, North Carolina will be it for the drag racing side of it, and then the week later will be the Martinsville, if I remember right. That'll be the end of it for the year there as well. So we got, and then the Crush 250 that you're going to go to in South Boston, and then we got the final event of the year will be in Pensacola, Florida for the Snowball 250, I believe, with
that's
Carson Brown.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
I like all these things. Where's Sam? I wish Samson was listening because Samson's one of those guys that, man, dude, like we took him to the World 100, right? The Dirt 100 at Eldora, and he was just ecstatic. And now it's going to be the Snowball down in Pensacola. And I think we would also be remiss if we didn't talk about Speed Sport Track TV
Oh, yeah.
and the IHRA TV for all the coverage that they give us. Ralph Shaheen and his Speed Sport Network. Ralph is constantly mentioning us when we come on the camera. He mentions our mission, what we've done. So big thanks to Ralph and his entire network and the
Yep.
IHRA and Track TV and Carson Brown and JR Masters. Like, wow. Hopefully this stuff will slow down sometime and we can actually like talk to people about what we're doing and how we're doing it, because it seems as if every week I'm like, well, I got nothing to talk about, and then bam, we got like 6 things just happen. And
Right.
whew, man, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It,
It's
it,
awesome though. It's
it,
awesome.
it's amazing to be able to do what we're doing with the size of the organization that we are.
Yeah.
I mean, because
Um,
literally a
half a
total
dozen.
of we're less than a total of probably 15 people total doing all of it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
if you break that down to people that are actually doing stuff, you're probably half a dozen, meaning going to events,
Yeah,
planning
out and about.
events.
Yeah,
But
let's be clear. There's 12, 15 people that are involved in all of this, from the merchandise, the website, accounting,
accounting's important. Yeah.
the board, scheduling, which is typically you and I that do the scheduling, and we reach out to people to help us out and be at other events. He just lost his signal down there in Myrtle Beach, so
Hold on one second.
no, he'll be back. But
Yep.
it is a lot of people, 12 to 15 of us, and the impacts that we're having is just, it's incredible. I want to give a huge shout out to Youngstown Air Reserve Station right there with my C-130s. Picked up a hat when I was up there at their event a couple weeks ago. Great group of guys. That is a huge family. We did a Jim likes to call it the old guys lunch when we had about 50 of us out there. And you know, I took a guy with us, and he'd never come out, right? And I don't need to go. I don't want to go. It's not going to be cool, whatever. Bro, it's 15 minutes from your house. I'm an hour and a half. I'm going to come pick you up and we're going to go. And the next thing you know, he's like, man, I didn't realize I needed that. Right. And I think that's what a lot of us go through. We don't realize that we need those people again. They might not be the same people that we served with, but we need that same mentality, that same drive, that same dedication and discipline. We need to be around those kind of people because the civilian world just doesn't have it. It's not any slap against them. It's just that we were made different. Our critical years, 18 to 25, were spent being high speed, low drag. Let's go do this. And some of us stuck around a lot longer than we probably should have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think you need to you need to be around those people again. You need to have those conversations. Remember what it was like. Remember the good times, right?
Yep.
And have those conversations. And then, hey, how did you do this? Like, I'm running out of oomph, man. I'm having a real hard
Yeah.
time maintaining.
Yeah.
What do we do? How do I do this? Those are the types of conversations that we have. And they're not always about mental health, man. They're not always about
Right.
suicide, right? They're just, I need somebody
Trying to find your way. Trying to find your way, right? Does it make sense? Am I thinking wrong? Am I the only one thinking this way? Why do I feel this way, right? And then you have that conversation. You're like, you know what, man? There's a lot of people out there, civilians and military, that feel the same way, right?
right.
So, I'm gonna have to jump off, man. I got about 3 minutes to get in there.
No, go get in there. You hop along. Take your rollator. Take your new rollator with you. That little space age titanium looking freaking.
Oh, that's the wheelchair. The rollator's old school, man. But the wheelchair, man, it's pretty nice, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, all right, Al. Thanks for jumping on this morning. I know you
All
wanted
right.
to be here for 30. You ended up being here for 60. So thanks for taking the time.
All right, brother. Have a
Talk
good
to you
day,
soon,
man.
man.
Talk to you guys. See ya.
See ya. That was Albert, current president of Save 22, board president of Save 22, and my motorsports outreach partner, right? Him and Riley, and now Nick too. Nick's jumping in with this initiative, this program that we're doing. So really proud of Nick. Nick's come along. He was one of the guys that started off at the beginning. Went through some things, moved around a little bit, and now he's back, and we're happy to have him back. So Nick, if you're listening, thanks, buddy. We appreciate you, and I'll talk to you here real soon, and we'll get you set up. We got some comments up here. We'll go ahead and take a look at these comments. And my wife said, "Proud of you guys." Oh, thanks, honey. We're proud of you too. The military spouse is the hardest job in the military, and I think that gets overlooked quite a bit. So we couldn't do what we do or did without your help and support and love back here, taking care of things while we were gone. Whiskey Pete, he's back. We already talked about him. Urban Centurion, my boy T-Bone. Flyboy has a class all his own. I don't know what class it is, but brother, my dad used to tell me I needed to go talk to the Fred Astaire School of Tact. I think it was what he told me back in the day. Yeah, I think he'd be happy to hear that. So thanks for that. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to leave it at that unless anybody wants to jump on here and ask a couple questions, or if you're struggling or you need to talk about something, hey, I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes. Did anybody see the intro? Like, you guys know I've been doing this for almost a year, and that's the second time I got the intro to work. So what'd y'all think of the intro? I was pretty happy. Josh put that music together for us, about a 3-minute song there. And if you listen to the words, wow, really impactful words. So big thanks to Josh on putting that song together for us. Let me see where we're at, since we do have about an 8-second delay between live and the show. We'll see what's happening. Anybody want to come on? Anybody got something they want to talk about? Pete, you had an event over the weekend on Friday night. Saturday night, I had every intention to come out and see you, but after that Jeep event, I was wore out, man. It was a hot day, and we were in the sun the whole day, and I didn't have it in me, my friend. I wanted to, I couldn't do it. And we're gonna get out. Trish and I'll come see you and Bobby while you're playing one of these days, and we'll have a nice little night of some music provided by Whiskey Pete and his green. I'm not doing anything for so many. Like I told you at the event, my friend, it's not me. It's a higher power that allows me to do this, and it's phenomenal. It really is amazing. Really is amazing. All right, guys, just shy of 60 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and call this, and be on the lookout for us. Right, you've got the South Boston Crush 250, November 6, 7, and 8. you've got Dunn, North Carolina with the IHRA, Lex June, and hopefully the Special Forces Instructor School coming out and doing some veteran appreciation stuff with Safe 22 and the IHRA down there at Galat, Dunn, North Carolina. What else do we got? We got the golf outing on December 13th down there in North Carolina, I believe it is. So make sure you check that out on the Safe 22 webpage. That's up for registration and sponsorship now. We have Chuck doing the Veterans Home Vet Cafe breakfasts. Chuck is also doing a live on TikTok. It's Chuckles 3 a.m. on TikTok, and he's doing that about 9 o'clock in the evening. He goes on live. I think it's every night. So go in and talk to him. We have a lot of initiatives out there, a lot of programs that we're just trying to do and see what sticks, right? I want to give thanks to the Sam Center and Lucia and Jody over there for their phenomenal Veterans Resource Fair that they had this weekend. It was great. Kim at the MAPS Center, always willing to open up his doors for so many veterans events. So kudos to them. Thank you again. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I'm going to call it. So let's see if we can get our outflow to go. And I'm going to see y'all later. So let's try this out. Oh.